Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of MTG Sin Senpai. Getting together another video here today, and I decided to do a fat pack of Murders of Karlov Manor. I was able to get my hands on this particular one by letting go of a few cards that I just don't play with at all, so this didn't cost me anything essentially out of pocket, at least this particular time around. So let's just go straight into it. I know this is kind of late into the season, at least for Murders specifically, just because, I mean, in 2 weeks we have the Outlaws of Thunder Junction coming out, or at least the pre-release is coming out. But at least I was trying to get this video going anyway, so I got this particular one instead. I do have a couple draft decks that I could have reviewed, but instead of doing that, because I had way too many draft decks this particular time around, I drafted, I think, a total of 6 times this past weekend and 3 days and all that, and there was just too many decks to choose from. So instead of doing that, I decided to go ahead and open this fat pack that I got a couple weeks back, enjoying the box art, because I do enjoy the box art of these boxes. Is one of the reasons why I still like to pick them up, and then also the fact that they do have the oversized dice now, which I'm a big fan of oversized dice. Oops, and I just pumped out all the stuff there. And of course, that's the box itself, good old fat die, which I am missing. Huh. Now it looks like it was intentionally done, maybe? I'm not 100%. That's interesting. And the 2 is missing. Huh. I know a friend of mine mentioned that he had gotten one of these as well, and I believe he said those 2 specific numbers were missing. It's not like it's a factory misprint, I don't think, because it's like there's not even the 16 or the 2 is not even there. Like it's like it was done on purpose. Maybe there's more to that than I realized, and I just don't know about it. Maybe, I don't know. That's weird. I'll talk to my buddy, because I kind of brushed it off thinking it was not that big of a deal, but maybe there's more to it than I realized. So in regards to that, sorry, bud. I guess I was wrong. We got ourselves our packs here. Got ourselves our land packs, and I'm going to make sure to open these now going forward, because I don't even know what the bonus card is this time around. So let's see what we got. We got it's the Axebane Ferox. This is a really, really strong 4-mana 4/4. I've actually ran this in my mono green aggro deck, and oh man, I was so excited at first. Like, sweet, all the lands are going to be the full art foil, but nope, I got let down. They tricked me. I don't understand why, if we're buying these fat packs already, why not just give us all of the basic lands in the full art variant? Like, what's the point of giving us these basic ones that are just not the full arts? And I mean, like, let's see if they did this again to here. Yep. And they did it again. I mean, it makes no sense. Like, they gave us at least 5 of these now this time around, instead of just all being these. But at the same time, like, why not just give us all of the full art lands? Like, people will reuse those. Like, the basic ones, I'm just going to donate to my store's basic land box. But at least, I mean, it's nice to see that they actually gave us some of the nicer basic lands. I know in the previous fat packs they were just straight up none. So at least there's that. But, like, this proves that they could do it. But we'll see. I mean, Wizards, maybe they'll listen to my complaining and decide to do something about it. But for now, let's just go into it, look into our commons and uncommons, enjoying the cards from this particular set, and just, holy crap, this particular pack looks pretty solid. Starting off, our first pack is a double rare pack, which is pretty good. I'm a big fan of this one. This particular card, not so much. And once again, it's got that weird variant art. The case file art, which I'm not the biggest fan of, and just put the basic land to a different pile. If it was just a regular basic land, like I said, I don't really care too much about those, but I'm setting all my art and token cards and all that to the side, grind through these commons and uncommons, and then kind of just looking forward to already going into a new set, which I feel like this particular set's been around. It's been around for like 3 months, but I feel like, ooh, nice. Another double rare pack, which I'm not going to complain about, and a double foil pack, and a signed art card. Kind of sweet. If that's his signature, that's just kind of funny. But yeah, I'm like, my brain, I'm just trying to process. I can't believe it's already been 3 months with Murders, but I guess it's been 3 months. And with that being the case, I mean, I'm ready for the Cowboy set. I mean, they talked about it, or they spoiled it way ahead of time. and the fact that we actually have some spoilers for the set after that too, as well, if I remember correctly. Got ourselves an Unyielding Gatekeeper, an amazing limited card for removal. Just destroys that destroys disguised creatures with no issue because they cannot be countered clause. Makes that ward not matter at all. So it's definitely a plus. But yeah, I mean, Murders has definitely been a fun set, and just overall, I've enjoyed the draft experience myself. I've had a couple of my buddies that are not the biggest fans of Murders at Karlov Manor for whatever reason, but to each their own. I've been enjoying the set a lot. More than once have I gone at least at least 3 color decks, so it's been definitely an interesting set. Got ourselves a kind of a lackluster rare, but it's an interesting card, I'll say that. But for 7 mana, I believe it's just a little too much for what it does. Maybe if its power and toughness was a little bit higher, maybe. But even then, like 7 mana for a 4/4 menace ward haste, it's okay. Myself personally, I never saw it perform well, and it is what it is. And man, I'm enjoying the fact that out of the so far of these packs, I've got 2 of these lands. I'm just going to grab as many of them as I can. Oh, another double rare pack. Wow, the number of double rare packs that we've gotten back to back is actually pretty solid. I love Red Herring. I just gotta say, personally, one of my favorite cards from the set, just because of the name, just the concept, the clue, everything. These are definitely both fun cards. I'm a big fan of the lands, straight off. Every time I get a land, I'm happy with it. And this one is actually a kind of a fun. That's essentially 3 mana burn spell, but I believe, is it any target? No, it's each opponent. So it's a 3 mana burn spell, which is not too bad. And early on, especially if your opponents don't want to trade with it and you just decide to not block it after you've declared attack with it, it's fun to flip it over and be like, no, it's instead of 2, it's 3 damage, and you take an additional 3 from its effect. So it's a lot of fun, that's for sure. Got our commons and uncommons. Oh, we got ourselves the new attempted flagship character, Kellen, but I believe they're bringing back Jace, and they brought back Oko for the new set, so who knows who the flagship F-boy is supposed to be now. I just mentioned that just because that's the joke amongst me and my buddies. It's just like, who's Magic's new pet character that they're really trying to push. I mean, before it was, for a hot minute, it's been Teferi. Like, that's just the one card that everyone knows, and they keep on pushing. And then Jace was pretty much in every set for multiple sets for a while. And then as you can tell in these particular sets, the past, 3 sets, Kellen has just had a card. And because he came from the Wildspell Drain set, every time his card made an appearance, he still had the adventure mechanic, even though he's the only card with the adventure in the entire set. Case in example being this particular one, I believe in the previous one as well, which my brain is eluding me, which it was a red-white variant that had adventure as well, which I'm like, it is what it is. We got ourselves our commons and uncommons. Ridiculous powerhouse in limited. I love this card a lot. I personally have not played it, but the fact that you do not have to counter a spell and it's just a 2 mana grow your dude at instant speed finisher is kind of absurd. The performer, once again, is an amazing card. Coerce to kill, land, and token. I do gotta say, I really enjoy all the tokens that came out of the set, especially the dog token. It's gotta be one of my favorite tokens that they've made recently. Definitely got my hands on a good old handful of those, and trying to throw together a deck that requires those particular 1/1 dog tokens, but there's not too many options where those are generated. But regardless, it's a lot of fun. Got ourselves a Gleaming Drake and a Judith for our final pack. So we did have a few packs with the double rares. We didn't hit a single quadruple rare pack because I believe that's an option now, because you have your special guests, the list variants, the foil, the regular rare. Yeah, it's me as a person that loves to just rip packs. I love play boosters because it's just exactly what I'm looking for, because before, that's essentially what I did with set boosters. I just got those just to rip them open. Now with play boosters, I know it kind of sucks for the player that is looking specifically for that draft experience, because then it kind of alters things with the number of possible bombs and all that. At least that was the big fear that a lot of people had previously. But after actually experiencing them for an entire set, I don't feel like play boosters have really affected the draft meta that much. Regardless to how many bombs a person opens, it doesn't guarantee that they win. Like, you could build your deck perfectly around a bomb, but at the same time, example being, let's say Judith, you build around Judith, but you don't have her in play, so that all of your instants and sorceries really don't do anything. So it's like, I feel like it's actually gotten a pretty nice setup. We'll see how Thunder Junction goes about. I mean, that's going to be our next set with play boosters, and we'll definitely see how that goes. And then, of course, I'm going to try and get my hands on the collector box of that, of course, but we'll see how things go. I mean, it's just, if the funds say it's a possibility, I'll definitely make it a thing. But otherwise, thank you guys so much if you made it to this part of the video. Do take the time to like, comment, subscribe, and share, and all that fun jazz. It is definitely appreciated. Going to grab another handful of random code cards here, right there. There we go. Got a handful of different ones here. Older Wildsville Drains one, I think. That's what this is. Maybe? I'm not sure. I forget. Like I said, it's been a hot minute since I've been doing videos, so I have a bunch of codes that I'm just giving out. I have not used any of these codes myself. And I think I've said it every other time. Please try not to take all of them. And if you do, I mean, that's all you. Power to you. Do try and share the love. There are some people that still like to watch my videos, so it's appreciated. I do kind of check it on the daily, and it's very nice to see. And then I do still have that positive encouragement from a lot of people that are very close to me, and I appreciate them doing so. But the biggest thing, like I said, that I can appreciate is if you take the time to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Otherwise, thank you so much, and never forget, Senpai didn't notice. Good night.